Hey everybody, this is our week 5 video for our Luna and Tommy litter. Big change from last week. We're in our little play area right now. They're no longer in a whelping box, so they're just free running around. Hopefully you'll get to see some of them up playing. You would think I would know by now not to wear shoes in here that have laces because they do not stay tied. But anyways, I make that mistake every time. But these guys are 5 weeks old today. They will be ready to go home on May the 8th. We are making a trip to Atlanta on May the 9th for those of you that are flying in or either meeting us in Atlanta. That's the day that we go. It's about a 4-hour drive for us, but we go there because a lot of people that fly in, they can get direct flights to Atlanta. I'm going to try to get all the puppies over here together. I know with there being 12, they're all over the place, but I'm going to do the same thing I do every week, hold them up, let you know their size, let you know what we've seen over the past few days, few weeks of how their little personalities are starting to develop. Next week marks our week 6 mark, which is when we start our picking process. So this video is very important. We'll have one more video before we make our picks. And if you have any questions when we get to the 6-week mark, just let me know and we will go from there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with our girls. We'll do the ladies first. Oh, thank you. All right, so we will go with, same as last time, we'll go with the biggest one to the smallest one. So I got my cheat sheet, so don't mind me looking over. I can't memorize everybody's weight. I'm not that good with numbers. This is Miss Pink. She is 6 pounds, 2 ounces. She is very active, one of our more active females. She has a big attitude, kind of loves to play. I don't know if you saw her just a second ago playing with Mr. Blue, and she was the one on top, a little bit more dominant, more on the active side of our girls. So still our largest puppy, tied in first with the largest puppy of Mr. Light Blue, same size. So this one right here is going to be one of the larger girls. This is Miss Pink. All right, next size-wise, we have Miss Khaki. Miss Khaki. Oh, over here. Oh, that's Miss White. It's gonna take me a minute to find them because they're little collars. See that blending? Oh, there we go. Okay, we have Miss Khaki. Miss Khaki is 5 pounds, 2 ounces, so a whole pound lighter than Miss Pink. And so, like I said, she's a big chunky girl, Miss Pink is. Miss Khaki is 5 pounds, 2 ounces. Kind of our go with the flow girl. Doesn't really stand out much, and in that I mean she's not super active, also not one of the most laid back. She's just kind of easygoing, super sweet girl. So this is Miss Khaki. All right, next we have Miss White, who is over here. This is the one I got confused with Miss Khaki a second ago. So here's Miss White. Very, your color definitely defines your coat. She has a very light colored coat. So Miss White is right at 5 pounds, one of our more laid back females. Loves attention, loves being held. She kind of separates herself sometimes from the others when they're playing. So she's more on the laid back scale as far as our girls go. Also very, very pretty light colored coat. So this is Miss White. Here we go. All right, Miss Orange. Here is Miss Orange. If you watched our last week video, then you definitely know who Miss Orange is. Miss Orange runs the show, still kind of keeping that role. She's right at 5 pounds, exact same weight as Miss White. Just has a big personality. She really makes us laugh. She's a funny little puppy. Kind of still similar to what you saw in last week's video, as far as, you know, everyone else would be sleeping and she's right there. Wanting to wake them up, she was ready to play. So this is Miss Orange. Also has a really light colored coat, very similar to the coat of Miss White, except for hers is actually a little bit longer than Miss White's. All right, guys. Our last girl, our small one, right over here, and you can pan down and see, this is Miss Purple. And Miss Purple is our very quiet, very laid back, most laid back girl out of the batch. Well, who are you? Oh, Yellow. So this is Miss Purple. She is 4 pounds, 6 ounces. Very laid back, very quiet, kind of keeps to herself. So those are our girls. And now we will go on to our boys. I don't know why they will play until I get the camera out, and it's like as soon as I get the camera there, sound asleep. So our big boy is going to be right here. You can see this chunky monkey. Oh, I know. This is Mr. Light Blue. Same size as Miss Pink, 6 pounds, 2 ounces. Very active boy, outgoing. When we walk in, he's one of the first to greet us. Say, I don't meet a stranger. Not at all. We introduce new sounds. It doesn't bother him. He takes right to it. So this is the big chunky monkey. He's going to be like his dad. We call him Tommy Jr., little TJ. Yes, Mr. Light Blue. So this is Mr. Red. Mr. Red is 5 pounds, 6 ounces. He's very quiet, loves his mom. My mom actually helps take care of the puppies some. It takes a whole team of us, especially with 12, to make sure that they're well taken care of. But this one, cameraman's getting a call. This one is my mom's favorite. She loves this little guy. He's got a really light colored coat, but he is super sweet. One of the larger males at 5 pounds, 6 ounces. Definitely on the more laid back scale. So this is Mr. Red. All right. Mr. Yellow. Mr. Yellow right here. Our body. Mr. Yellow is 5 pounds and 2 ounces. It's kind of middle of the pack, becoming a little bit more playful. At first thought he was going to be kind of more laid back, but now he's kind of more right in the middle. Not our most active, not our most laid back. So more active than Mr. Red, but not as active as Light Blue. Hey, buddy. So this is Mr. Yellow. You're dirty. It's hard to keep these guys clean, especially with 12. They can make a mess very fast. Yes. All right, Mr. Blue. Mr. Blue, right here, untying my shoe. Yeah. Mr. Blue is exactly 5 pounds. We have 4 puppies that are exactly 5 pounds, so seems to be the going weight around here. Mr. Blue has a very light colored coat, very similar to Mr. Red's. He's more on the laid back. He's very similar to Mr. Red. Maybe not as laid back as Red, but more on our scale of active or laid back. He's definitely more on the laid back. So this is Mr. Blue, right at 5 pounds. He's just gonna tie my shoe. You're next. All right, here's Mr. Green. Mr. Green, also 5 pounds, loves to play, very curious, kind of when we walk in, he's right there, loves to pull on his litter mate's tails. Yes, they don't like it. We gotta stop that. We gotta talk about that. But no, he's very playful, sweet boy. Mr. Green. All right, where are you, Brown? Mr. Brown, Mr. Brown. Whoop, sound asleep. Well, this isn't gonna fit what I have to say about you. Mr. Brown, 4 pounds, 8 ounces. One of our smaller males, but very active. Loves to play. Of course, he was just sound asleep, but super sweet. He's really come out of his shell. In the beginning, him and Black were the smaller boys, and kind of got pushed to the side a little bit, but he's definitely found his personality, a lot more playful, definitely more playful than Mr. Black is. So he's kind of on the scale of more of our active puppies, just a little bit smaller, especially compared to your big brother, Light Blue. So this is Mr. Brown. There's your buddy. All the way in the corner. They have a lot of space. There's 12 of them, so we try to give them enough room to play and run. So this is Mr. Black. Mr. Black is our smallest puppy of all the puppies, boys and girls. Mr. Black is 4 pounds, 4 ounces. He's gaining weight. He's doing fine. He's just small. Super, super sweet puppy. Very cuddly, likes to be held. That's probably because we gave him a lot of extra attention, especially early on. So he's slightly spoiled, but very light colored coat, really pretty boy. So, and very prim and proper, crosses his paws. Yeah. So this is Mr. Black, our little small puppy. All right, I'll try to get everybody over here together. We got some that are all sprawled out over here, just so you can get a good look. I wish they would wake up and play. But that's just how it kind of goes. Like I said last week, they play for a few minutes, they play hard, and then they are back out. One thing I want to recommend, if you don't already have kind of a training method in mind, I'll be more than happy to help you with that, because when these guys come home, it's really important to go ahead and get them start on training. At this age, their minds are little sponges, and they've got a lot that they want to learn and that they need to learn. They need to learn the do's and don'ts. Well, Orange, where are you going? You ran the show last week. You don't want to be the star? There you go. This week is also a big week for us. They will go to the vet, get their first round of shots when they're 6 weeks old. Also, they'll be microchipped. So all that information will be in your puppy packet, so you'll just take that to your vet and they'll have all that for you. Before they go home at 8 weeks, we'll also be sending out a supplies list and also do's and don'ts that we recommend that you do to get your house ready. You want to puppy proof your home, kind of like baby proof. Don't want any wires or anything like that they can chew on. Every time I take one away, one comes back. I know. So, I'm just going to go through real fast and just show you who's who so you can kind of compare with them laid out over here. So, we've got Miss White is right here. We've got Mr. Red, Mr. Brown, Mr. Black, Miss Pink, and here we have Mr. Blue. Over here is Miss Purple and Mr. Green. Right here we have Miss Khaki, and then we have Miss Orange. The big boy right here is Mr. Light Blue, and then over here flying is Mr. Yellow. So this is our week 6 video. We still have some boys available. I don't know what it is. Everybody wants a girl. It kind of comes and goes in waves. We'll have litters where everyone wants a boy, and then we'll have a litter where everyone wants a girl. But so if you're interested in a boy, just let us know. Send me an email. Give me a call. That's adorable. I don't know if you've seen that. But anyways, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Like I said, I'll be sending out a lot more information after we hit about the 6-week mark as far as what they're eating. They're going to start on the little puppy mush this week, and we'll be completely weaned off of Luna by around 6 weeks in a few days. Luna's doing great, and so yeah, if you guys have any questions, just let me know, and we will see you back here next week.